So we went out for a fish the other day and we caught a shark. So we brought the shark home. It's obvious that we're going to eat the gummy because it's absolutely one of the most amazing fishes in the ocean for dinner. But what people aren't aware of is there's so much that you can do with all the offcuts. I filleted the shark and I've got a bag of offcuts. So what I'm going to do with these is make treats for the dog. Alright, so all you need is a dehydrator. I brought mine from Kmart for about 40 bucks or something, so they're not really expensive. And yeah, let's have a look. So we have some fins and everything in here. So what I do is I just take this bit of meat out of here because it actually takes so long to dehydrate these bigger bits out that if you've got too much meat in there, they tend to take forever and become just a little bit tough on the other parts. So I'm just going to cut off this excess meat. There's a little bit still down in here, which is going to be fine. Now this is a big bit, so you know, if you've got a smallish dog, they're not going to be able to get away with that as their treat. So I'm going to cut this up into some smaller pieces. It's easier with shark, as we all know, is just to break that cartilage and then just cut through. So we've got 3 pieces out of that, and they are going to go in the bottom row on the dehydrator. The daughter-in-law has a dog who loves this stuff as well, so that'll be big enough for Cooper. So we'll spread these out. Now make sure in the dehydrator that you don't overlap your fish. So this is just the shark skin here, and this is what my pup loves. So take most of the meat off it. Again, this will actually dry into really hard pieces, and it's very, very hard to cut once it's dry. So we're going to cut this now. Right. So this is going to be for Bro, for my dog. He's just a little tiny old dog. He's getting on in years and he's only got 1 tooth. So we're just going to make him some little treats. We put the lid on it, and now we're taking it to another room because as this dehydrates, it does get a bit smelly. Right, so we're going to put this in the laundry. This is the base of the dehydrator, and the top just sits on like that. So just turn it around, power on, oh, turn the switch on, power on, high speed, and that's going to sit there for at least the next sort of 10 to 12 hours, and then I'll check it. Alright, so put it in the laundry, open the window, and let it go for it. So we'll come back and we'll check on this later on. So all our dehydrating is done, and it's time to unpack the dehydrator. This is some stuff I did earlier, yesterday actually, so you can see how these cartilages have come up as well, and they do love the cartilage. These cartilages are great and the dogs love them. But first row on here, we've got those little off bits that we put on, so you can see how well they've come up. Some of them are just dehydrated really small, but you know, they're great for my dog being a little pup. So we're just going to take all of these out. These are the shark skins, the little pieces, and you can see how like tough they are. They do sort of come up really tough. Now the other thing with these as well is you need to store them in an airtight container. So I just put them in a Ziploc plastic bag. But one of the things I also put in, so these are those shark fins we got at the bottom. So they're just beautiful now. Well, Koopy's gonna love that big one. So yeah, so we'll put these all in a bag as such. Wait for them to cool right off and make sure they dry and there's no moisture. Sometimes when they come out of the dehydrator, you do get a little bit more moisture on them. Chuck them all in there. I always chuck these little bags in, so whenever you buy any dog food or treats or whatever, these little silica bags come with them. Make sure you chuck one in there, stops the mold forming. And that's how we make little treats. You don't have to just do this with shark. You can do it with tuna, you can do it with mullet or salmon or anything that you like. Just make sure that it's not too fleshy. One thing that doesn't work is tuna belly. It's too oily and it does not dehydrate. So we've only learned that out of trial and error. But that's it. That's a tip from Skip, how to keep your puppies happy with all your offcuts. Just a Girl, out.